No, let's PyHard. So, all of these guys are now producing. I don't have enough moss to make all of them run properly. And the same, how is it here? 5, yeah, so there's enough sap. We just need more moss. It should be enough to just add 2 more, I think. We'll need a bit of soil for that. It's easy enough. Well, that is cooking. I do want to check how we are with the hot air. So we need a regenerative heat exchanger that will cool down the coke oven gas. And we need another one to create the hot air. And that should be everything. Good. So just 2 regenerative heat exchangers. And we can make those easily enough. Okay. I will also want storage. I think I want to go with the 40k ones, as usual. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough pipes. Which stone again? Yeah. That's right. You. Yes. So this should be fine to finish all of this. Not really an optimal design or anything. That's fine. I don't care. That should be enough to get you started. Yes. There we go. Oh, that should be enough. Let's get into the hot air. So the way we get the hot air is by making coke oven gas, which means we need to make coke. What was that? We need to make coke from raw coal using a high pressure furnace. Right. I think I don't need a lot. You don't really be expensive at all. You are coal. I need raw coal. I do want to use this, but I think there's not too many trees. I'm going to have to make a different base for the moondrops and methane anyway. Oh, I forgot this needs heat. Okay. I do have a little bit of wood here. Why is the wood production stopped? Not enough saplings. Why are there not enough saplings? There's not enough moss. Why is there not enough moss? Alright. We have a lot of things to fix, it seems. Oh, yeah, and also we need to take all of this now, because you are over. I'm going to wait for these to empty out completely. That's going to take a while, so I don't have a lot of copper being consumed right now. I do have a lot of logs on me. So let me boost the wood processing for now. Do I have anything here? Yes, I do. So something like that should work. And that should hold out for quite a bit, so I am going to work on this part right away. First step is making the heating the stone bricks. Then we heat the result, the warm brick. I do want to make sure I use how much do you consume? 300 kilowatts. Yeah, so that's going to be perfectly fine. What was it called though? There, we need the heating thing. Oh, I also need a pressure pump, of course. Where's the exhaust thing? There. Burner, right. Perfectly, yes. There we go. And this will need just a small amount of wood. There, that should be easy. Oh. Now the input here needs to have the rock hole, and it will spit out coke. Actually, I think I will keep this without excess storage. Pressurize there. There. Not going to work very well. Oh. Let's not overcomplicate things. You know what? I'll just use a long inserter in here, which means that I can now... How many? 0.62. That's not great. Oh, and this one takes 10 per second, right. So there's a lot of these for one of these. So that's completely fine anyway. Okay. I would like to have some storage in between though. I think what I can do is use long-handed here. Yeah, that seems to work fine. Okay, so this one gives me the sorted bricks. Means I need to get you like that. And the other way around. There. That's quite a buffer already. I think that will be fine. You're getting hotter. Yeah, you should heat up just fine in the time I have. There. The output needs to be turned into fuel. which shouldn't be too hard. I just need an overflow valve. Well, probably a pump instead, but that's okay. Easy enough. And on input, I need the high pressure furnace, which I don't have to have here. I can move it closer. Oh, being produced, good. That's not a lot of coke anymore. I did send half of it to the boilers. Did expect there to be a little more left. Oh. I'll deal with that later. Anyway. You can go straight into coke production. Oh. So all of these are balanced to fill up the boilers completely. Almost. But this isn't going to consume all that much, is it? Might be overthinking this. So how much is that? 5 rockall per second. That's 3 miners. And that gives me 10 per second, which is not quite enough to supply one of these, but that's okay. Right, so that will work. Yes, you ash output. So we should be able to just take a few of you, and that will be it. Right? I think that makes sense. Now this does produce quite a bit of ash already. Oh, why are you stuck again? Damn it. Why did I do it like this? This can handle everything else as well. Oh no, it can't. Alright. So, it's another thing I need to keep track of. Wonderful. There we go. That's our rock hole. This also means we are going to get a lot less ash. Now, this needs to get all the way here. It's fine because I don't need this by... Well, I'm going to move it around anyway. I will have access to heat pipes soonish, so that will make this easier going forward. It's not working soon. Oh, it already has the right temperature, so I just need to get rid of the extra coke now. Now this is going to produce 2 per second. How much coke are we producing right now? 4 per second. Yikes! That's a lot of coke, actually. Yeah, as much as from one of those destructive distillation columns. And 2 per second is a lot. Whoa. I'm not going to be able to feed it with just one inserter either. So these should be close to wherever the coal is produced, I guess. It's never going to run at full speed anyway, so I don't have to worry too much. And then I need to get the coke back here, I guess. There is this bit, but I think I'm producing way too much coke for that, yeah. Even at full speed, I think that's not going to consume all that much. So that's the graphite, which is 1.6. And that's almost 3 times, that's 0.2, yeah. So this can't consume anywhere near what coke I'm going to be producing here. I should be getting some hot air soon. Well, once I get started with the coke. Okay. Ooh, so let's get the coke back then. Wonderful spaghetti. This should take priority. Now this one has too low of a priority. You need to be more than... What did I set there? A... 60. You can go with 50, I think. There's another check valve here. Yeah, now I'm not getting enough agar. So I do need to somehow boost how much steam I'm getting. So you know what, at least for now, I am going to dump this straight into the boilers. That should give me a bit more steam. Right. Yeah. Need a lot more. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's enough. Good. Means I should be getting my hot air. Oh, you're full. Of course you are. I need you here somewhere. Oh, and that's my first hot air too. So that's another milestone. That did take a while. Now I think that the coke oven isn't used for anything else. The coke oven gas. Yeah, I can filter it. Not going to happen. It's used for needles, but those are quite far away. And this recipe is probably disabled anyway, right? It's going to be a more complicated recipe, I think. Arcad's very far, I don't care. Coke processing 2, again. It will give me syngas, which is nice. It has less fuel value, but it is more useful overall. Oh, shoot. That will be interesting, but that's logistic science. And this is not going to work, that's already too cold. But that's like a preheating step to get even better hot air. Molten salt. Oh, I can heat up coke oven gas with molten salt. Interesting. That's going to be a very late game thing, though. Because I assume this is when I have good access to a proper power plant. So I don't have to consume raw coal to make the coke oven gas so much. And there's outlet gas. That's going to be for further processing. Oh yeah, cadaveric arms. And sulfur. Cadaveric arm refines in gas. That's still not really worth much. Light oil, yeah. But that none of this matters. This is very far away. Okay. So in this case, I actually don't care. I don't need to store any of it. Well, I mean, I am going to have the storage, but I'm not going to use it for anything else than making sure I can produce hot air as needed. There's just a bit of storage. It should be used as fuel immediately whenever possible. And I should be getting hot air, yes. Now right away, I might have messed this up. Is this going to be able to accept? What? I have enough glassware? Okay, I'll have to think about that then. But yeah, definitely want to upgrade the glassware. There. That's going to improve the production quite a bit. 1 per second. What? Yeah. So it costs the same amount to produce more. Yeah. Everything just the way it's supposed to be. And I'll have to look into the substrate then. Now, technically speaking, I don't need to store the hot air, but I want to. So I will want to have quite a lot of it for later use as well. This is just the first use. And if there's too much in storage, I can always just let it go into the other hot air recipes for glass. Such. No, you're not enough, are you? Yes, you need 58. 2, 8. Oh. So when the latex is going right... Oh no, zinc is running out. Oh boy. Oh, things are going to get interesting. Anyway, first problem, not enough incubated petri dishes. How much am I making of these? You come from this one production site, which can only make 0.2. If there's enough, and there is enough petri dishes, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Okay, so I just need some more microorganism mines. Which are these ones. I'll go with 2. I don't think I'm going to have enough of everything else for 2. Let's get start. Get 0.1 per second, so I'll also need to update the... Oh, cellulose production might be a problem, actually. Wow. Better. Nibble. There. And the other way around for you. I am going to prepare more, but I don't think I'm going to be able to run more. And it's starting to look like I will need to boost up the wood production quite a bit to make everything work. So how much is this consuming? 0.7, and I'm producing about 4. And that's not the only place where I'm making cellulose, of course. Alright then. The research didn't move for quite a while again. There's probably other problems as well. This is a good start. Okay, so now I should be getting 0.15, which is about a fourth of what I need. So that needs 0.2 cellulose, so I need 1 more of these at least. Right, another high pressure furnace, and I will need a soil extractor, which is also here. I'll also need a way to get it there, but that's not too big of a problem. Don't want to use up this space though. I already have wood in here. It's nice. Zero 0.7, so I do want to use burned inserters if I can. Did I insert from the limestone? Fine. It is a bit unwieldy, it wouldn't be too bad to have a belt. Oh. There then. Was going for a resupply already. Going to have a good way of getting it out again. So let's do it 1 down. There we are. Yeah, some of these bigger machines are a bit annoying to work with. Also wouldn't be too bad to have that mod that allows you to move buildings. Hey, that's more of you. Yeah, I need to get you down here. I'm abusing the underground belts a little bit. That should hopefully give me enough substrate to work with. It should help quite a bit. So I do have a lot of latex, which is a bit unexpected. It did boost this part up, but of course well, I'm only lacking in sap, aren't I? Well, maybe I should upgrade the sap trees. That just needs soil. Oh, I can pick up air core inductors. Are you? Oh, too much. Then there. I'm sure that's going to bottleneck on something else as well. Oh, we're getting zinc again. It's not a huge amount though. Oh. No, I don't need more seconds. Not yet, at least. Why are you stopped? You'll run out of ash again. Damn it. It's another thing I have to keep refilling still. Let's stock up on some of the other things as well. I should really start making a proper mole at some point. I think I can afford to boost. I don't need copper cable anymore, do I? The whole situation is a bit random at the moment. I do have a lot of planter boxes for some reason. That's weird. I think soonish I should get started on rebuilding the research because it's already very weird. You have some ash for me. No, you don't. You actually work well now. Good. That it did empty out. Is steam full? Not even close. So I think I haven't produced agar in quite a while. Yeah, it needs to be over 65 and now. Need a lot more steam. This is very cluttered. Do I have good source of coal? That would work. I would need to carry the steam, but I do have tin here. So if I just turn... Oh, yeah. Can't turn it around. So maybe this coal would be better. So I can bring the steam right in. Maybe I should also update it so it already does some processing on the coal, but I don't know what I'll do with all the excess gases. I need to wait for the gas burner, which is in all industrial machinery. That's the one I want, all burner, yes. Coal power plant is not quite as useful, but it does create heat. So I will use it to replace all the wood burning. It does have 500% efficiency, which is really good. It does create a lot of pollution, and I can deal with that. Okay, so oil burner. It doesn't need a lot of complicated resources, only the intermetallics. But I do need to get there first. And that's a lot of research. And getting intermetallics is not easy, of course. We'll need all of those. Antimony we don't have at all, and Naxalite we don't have at all. Nickel we'll also need to start making. We don't have the technology for that. I think there's no basic nickel production. Yeah, so we need to do processing right away. That's fine. No use for chlorine on hydrogen yet. Not sure when I'm going to get a use for chlorine. Might be used for some of the cleaning procedures. Yeah, making monoxide not important. Cleaning water, yeah. That's with fish. We'll need fish. That's still far. I don't think chlorine makes sense at this point. Oh, gravel, water, and chlorine gives us tailings. With logistics science back. Yep. Nothing really. So I don't have a good way to get sodium hydroxide. Let's hold up for a while. Yeah. This does actually produce a decent amount of material. Not really going to build up anywhere, but yeah. Once you get free production of raw coal, which you can do, all of this is completely renewable. We can already make it from wood. It's not power positive, but it's not a big difference. Oh, and I still have the ash here, so let me take that. Just need to make sure this is running. But I need to fix this. Need to put that. I might build it, definitely. There's so much PyScience 1 that's not being used at all because I forgot to produce you. Oh well. Boost you up as well. Subtrees, where are subtrees being produced? And the pollution is starting to get worse. I should be careful. I need to boost the trees to consume pollution as well. I think I moved those subtrees up here, yes. All the pointer boxes, maybe? Sit ball. Nickel nursery, yeah. No. Seedlings, of course. But I do have those elsewhere. Relicia, that's coming closer. Relicias are going to be needed for more life, ox. Yep. Not a lot of use for those right now. I'm just going to turn you all into sap trees. I think I'm going to need a lot of sap going forward. Not enough steam, not enough steam, not enough steam. I need to do something about that. Yeah. And that's with the boost from this coke production too. Wait, oh, I didn't build the storage for the hot air. There, you can accumulate a bit. Bit of glass. You shouldn't be out of fuel. Really? Okay, that's easily solved. I just need to add another the mines. Where they are there. Crystal mine. Let's do that real quick. That's not far away. And I do have the concrete there, which is very nice to work with. I think one more mine should be enough. Copper is still full, of course, and you shouldn't be mining at all anymore, right? Yeah, that should last. I think I can clean up the rest of the production here and just focus on extracting everything. There! Half the way to electric mining drill. We're now researching at 6 per minute. Not bad. Hey, you do have ash. Let me take you there as well. And in the meantime... Yeah, there's so many things I need to do in the meantime, isn't there? I should really start rebuilding some parts of the base to be more sustainable long term. You're waiting for steam. You don't say. I need to boost steam a lot. There's a lot of things that need steam and I'm not really producing enough. Right. But anyway, 0.1. So if I double you up, that should be enough for you almost. And that's 12.2, which is half of what this one needs. Yeah. So I might even have a slight overproduction of Vrauks right now. But they can accumulate. That's a good idea. Good thing. There. That's going to help you. Oh, I have seeds on me. Whatever. You don't have enough stone. Really? How did that happen? Sounds like all the iron production stopped or something. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing coming through here. I do have some in my trash slot, so you can have that. I wouldn't expect you to still be making. What? Really? Oh, well, you can have that too. Stop making stone bricks, thank you. But still, there's no iron being made, is there? Well, there's a consumption of iron. Really much production, seems. It's a problem. Oh, this site is full, of course. The other site isn't. Oh, that's not balanced at all. Something. Good. We are not getting a lot of... No, this is fine. This is the excess, right? Yeah, that's from the suit processing, so I do want that to keep growing. Alright. You are stopped because you don't have enough stone, of course. That's the fun part. You just keep having to switch. Do I have soul anywhere nearby? Yes, I do. Too much soil. Thank you. No, I could have just started making those. Whatever. Now, this was originally meant to pretty much waste the stone. Which reminds me, this should all be stopped, right? Because I don't have enough stone. Yeah. Why are you working? Oh, because there's too much pitch. Oh boy. And when pitch is accumulated... Yeah, so I fixed the issues with the tar processing. So now all the problems switch to somewhere else, of course. It seems we're not mining any stone, right? Where are you working? Missing required fluid, of course, because you are full on coal gas. Okay. Expected the rich clay to be full, but apparently you have a different problem. Too much fluid fuel is the problem. I haven't even started processing the Kurgan, right? Ooh. Right, but we do have electric mining rolls now. That will put even more strain on the steam production. So I need to sort that out first. I don't think I want to use electrics anywhere right now. And you're full of coke oven gas, of course. How full is the storage? Not very full at all yet. Alright. That's going to do a lot. So let me add a check valve anyway. I don't need to store it, but I do want to ensure there isn't too much. Coke oven gas is more than 40. Coal gas now. I don't really have storage for gas, do I? I do have storage for tar, but not for coal gas. Yeah. Storage is there, 8.1. That's almost full. So that 10,000, I can increase that quite a bit. There. You shouldn't be used for fuel anymore for a while. That's going to accumulate a bit, not a problem. Oh. I need to start thinking about making this work better. Now this should get to stone mining again. Yep, good. More ash. Problem with changing this research is that it's not really in the best spot for expansion. I think I'll want to move the moondrop. These need to be changed anyway. Only allowed if there's copper ore. I don't really want that anymore, do I? It doesn't really make any sense right now. Just consume everything. Excess. Right. Acetylene fuel, alright. Research is being done. Let's push you up a bit. Just to make sure that I can go through more of these. You can consume how much? Research speed is 1. 2 per... Well, about a minute. Doesn't matter. But it's 6, 3/4, something like 5. Well, 4.5 per second. Just from these 3. You can produce 0.2. That will need to boost. I definitely need to upgrade this. It's been long overdue, really. Per second for this, yeah. Right, so I got the production of pyScience 1 to about, I want to say 0. Oh, wait a minute. You're full now. Of course you are. Yes, I didn't realize that I only have 1 research center. So this is 12 per minute. I'm researching at 8 per minute. Now this is not going to last, but I do want to give it a try at least. Expense is accumulating now, of course, since I added a lot of these that were there for a long time. I'll still need them for generic earth samples. Nuclear sample is very far away. Biosamples, yes, of course. That will be a big one, again. But I think I'm fine with the science specs I have now for all of these. I mean, I can use more to boost production, but let's not do that, I think. You take quite a while to make, so I think I want to do that right away. Can I get 150? That means 10 iron chests. And 100 biosamples, which are made with biocontainers, which I think I can automate now. Oh, there's warehouses. Wonderful. These will be really handy if I ever get to actually building them. Now, I don't need to upgrade iron processing right now or aluminum, but it will be necessary for some progress later on. Laboratory equipment is what we'll need for the next science and also for some of the plants. But for now, I think I need to focus on improving. Well, geothermal power wouldn't be bad, and I need it for intermetallics. Well, no, that's... No. That's the second stage. That doesn't matter. But it will give me a lot of steam that I can use to make electricity. And I can build it if I can find a place for it to run. But I think I can do that. So lead is needed for next solid processing, and I will need next solid processing soonish. And I think I need more. You're needed for all, and ooh. Heat pipes would be convenient, but I think I can do without them for a while. Physical projectile damage. Well, it's not expensive actually. Oh, whatever. Nickel. I think it has to be nickel. Maybe the crusher first. That will allow me to turn limestone into soil, which is completely pointless. I don't know why the recipe is here. That's such a weird recipe. Improved in processing would save on steam. I also like that. And it opens up microbiology, which gets me closer to fish, but fish still need oil industrial machinery, so that doesn't matter. I need to get started on the road to intermetallics, I think. And the first thing I want is Nexalit. These furnaces would allow me to get rid of fluid fuels too. Refined concrete, sure. Yep. Of course, gives me more stone. But I don't really need any of this because I have too much fluid fuels. Right? I need ways to get rid of fluid fuels. And then let's get into the road to intermetallics then. Nexalit needs titanium processing. I actually want as well, right? So let's go with crushers. Raw coal. Yes. This basically allows you to use raw coal as fuel efficiently. So you can just siphon off the coal you need for coal processing. I do have the math on how efficient this is. It does improve the efficiency quite a bit. So making crushed coal gives me, yeah, more than double. Well, a lot more than double, really. essentially, yeah, that's a huge. So this is pretty good for even if you just want to use raw coal to fuel boilers. This essentially doubles how much you get. Well, more than doubles, right? The only disadvantage is you need to turn it into electricity as well. So some of the electricity is going to go towards that, but this is very, very useful. I could do that. That I think that the geothermal power is going to be enough. What is very convenient about it is that it would allow me to supply the fuel for the miners more efficiently as well. But no. Let's go with titanium processing first. And then, well, not nickel. I want next sell it as soon as possible because it needs these digosaurs. Oh, 10 generic earth DNA samples for 1. All right. And there's no other way to make these, I think. Can't actually breed them. I can use tailings, but I don't have... Well, I actually do have an excess of tailings because this part doesn't create saline water. All right. Lead processing, very simple. I can just put it there. Very easy to do. And that will give me the next solid research. So that's the way forward. For now. Oh, biocontainers. These only need titanium and steel, was it? Oh, titanium, lead, glass, and steel. Right then. There. That's going to work. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Biocontainer. Now I did already carry the steel nearby. I do have the titanium. I can just put you two together. Steel should be here, yeah. Not sure how good I'm on glass production overall. It shouldn't be difficult to at least get it here. Lead is going to be a bit more limited, I think. How much glass do we have? We do have plenty of glass. Good to see. And lead is there. I do want to make sure that the lead goes first into the circuit production. I will just use a normal priority splitter. And you go right. You. There. Here you combine with glass. Again, output priority right. And that's lead and glass. So I just need you to go there somewhere. Shouldn't be too difficult. Sing about their hardships. This only produces 1 per. Yeah, so I'll need to build these up a lot. So I do need to have these automated. Even just for the digosaurs. All of these are things that can slowly build up, though. It's not a big deal. Either. Thank you. So now the only thing that isn't automatically supplied is iron chest and biosample. I can make the iron chest, that's easy enough. Bring the iron down from there. Don't need a lot to worry about throughput here at all. Chest. I don't even have to use splitter here. I mean, they don't really cost much anymore. I should probably start using them everywhere. But I do kind of like the way it looks when you have the inserters moving the items. There. So I just need to get automation science specs here. And I think it would probably even make sense to just have this as the main producer just for the generic samples. Sounds reasonable, right? And I want to move the moondrops into a better production site. Because this is too temporary. I should already build a decent moondrop production. Not that I need a lot of methane. I really need to produce the methane when there isn't enough fluid fuel already in there. Oh, whatever. Geothermal plants, do I need anything to get this started, or can I just go and do it? I should connect it to power, of course, and I need treated wood. And copper cable. Yeah, sure. I do have copper cable. Let's look up on the basics. I can also use the steam from the geothermal power plant directly for things like mining. But I think it comes out at a higher temperature, so it doesn't make sense. Or you're just wasting valuable resource. Yeah. Did build these moss farms. Why is there no carbon dioxide here? We should have an excess of carbon dioxide. Oh, it isn't doing much, is it? I do get some carbon dioxide from this part. That only produces 20 per second when this is fully working, and it's not, of course, it's about a quarter. So it's 5 per second. And you need 1.25. You produce 16 per second, but only if there's enough coke, which there isn't really. Wait, this was supposed to be under circuit network. What? Oh, underflow. What's consuming all of this carbon dioxide? 1200 per minute. But it's 20 per second. Oh, I do have quite a few moss farms. And I actually managed to not have enough coke carbon dioxide production. Must have. Here then. Could use the excess from here. I don't need all of it to produce steam. How are we on steam, by the way? Not enough. Of course not enough. All of this is looking fine. This might be a decent place to put the carbon dioxide in. We're not even increasing the extent because this is already coming from almost as high as this, so I don't even need a pump here. Yeah. Now it is. Alright, this should work fine. I think I can afford to go with the underflow valve. That should split the extent as well, right? It is basically a free pump. And you make more than enough, yeah. 2 per second. I'll just take a bit off. You give me carbon dioxide. And that's the thing about Pi, of course. It always changes what's a waste product that you need to get rid of. And then suddenly it's the thing you don't have enough of. Right now, we don't even have enough ash. Of course. We just keep switching like that. Haven't made an agar in a while, I think. Yeah. And we're not consuming it anymore either. I really need to do something about the steam. And I think a big part of that would be to hook up the geothermal power plant. Oh, we could have made that a long time ago. And it's not like I focus on having those milestones, but you know, it's still a bit weird when you could have finished all that, but didn't. Oh. Just one problem after another, isn't it? But that's what you get when you expand production. It's not really a problem. Yeah, and I think that there was a geothermal vent somewhere around here. I'll just go there. Well, I should really leave it to the next episode already. So, let me stop it right here. We did get some things done. Research is going very, very well. Are we out of PyScience 1 already? No, not actually. Still building up, weirdly enough. But that's looking pretty good. And we do have the generic air samples being made almost automatically. What are you waiting for? Okay, so I should add another miner. Flora collector. Can afford that. Right. Do you? Yes, you do. Good. I can improve this later. Doesn't really matter too much. Hey. Do you want to automatically take this out of here as well? No. This is the end of this episode. Okay, thank you for watching. Advanced material processing is ready as well. I will need to make refined concrete before I can make those gas furnaces, but this will allow me to get rid of some of the fluid fuels when there's too much. So I can just use those to process the iron or copper. Not a problem. You seem to be fairly empty. Okay. A lot of cleanup to do in the next one as well. So see you later. Bye.